And the dazzling world of C-dramas, few pairings have left such a deep mark on audiences as Dylan Wang and Shen Yue. Ever since they first captured hearts in the modern classic Meteor Garden, their chemistry has been the subject of endless fascination, shipping wars, and late-night social media debates. Fans have always wondered whether the spark they shared on screen was more than just professional acting, and now years later, the question that once seemed like a fantasy has suddenly resurfaced with force. Are Dylan Wang and Shen Yue back together? A viral reunion clip has shaken the internet, sparking intense fan theories, heated debates, and even speculation about a possible comeback project, or something even more personal. To understand why this moment has created such a frenzy, we need to revisit their shared history, their individual careers, and the circumstances that made this reunion so electrifying. Back in 2018, Meteor Garden wasn't just another drama. It was a cultural phenomenon that catapulted Dylan Wang from obscurity into superstardom and reintroduced Shen Yue as the nation's sweetheart after her breakout in A Love So Beautiful. Together, they became the beating heart of the F4 story. Dylan's rugged charisma and boyish charm collided perfectly with Shen Yue's innocence and vulnerability, creating a romantic tension that made fans swoon episode after episode. But what made their pairing unforgettable wasn't just the scripted lines. It was the subtle, unscripted moments, the way Dylan's eyes softened when Shen Yue laughed, the way she leaned closer during interviews, and the undeniable comfort they shared off-camera. Shipping accounts exploded. Fanfiction flourished. And hashtags like #DylanShenYue trended with almost religious consistency. To millions, they weren't just Dao Mingxi and Sean Kai. They were Dylan and Shen Yue, and they were perfect together. As often happens in the entertainment industry, once the cameras stopped rolling, life went in different directions. Dylan Wang began building a career as a leading man in fantasy and romance dramas. His projects like Love Between Fairy and Devil cemented his reputation as a versatile actor capable of carrying high-budget productions. His brooding aura and evolving acting style earned him not just fangirls, but critical acclaim. Meanwhile, Shen Yue pursued a path that leaned into her natural charm and relatability. She starred in Another Me and other slice-of-life romances, continuing to embody roles that resonated with young audiences. While her career wasn't always as meteoric as Dylan's, she remained beloved, admired for her authenticity and refusal to conform to over-polished celebrity standards. Though they occasionally crossed paths at award shows or variety programs, the two largely operated in separate orbits. Fans hoped for a reunion project, but it never came. Some assumed they had drifted apart completely. Then, almost out of nowhere, came the clip. It wasn't a glossy magazine shoot or a scripted TV moment. Instead, it appeared to be a candid backstage video, leaked, or maybe strategically released during a recent industry event. In the clip, Dylan and Shen Yue are seen standing together, away from the spotlight. He leans in to say something, she bursts into laughter, and for a few seconds, the world seems to freeze. It's effortless, genuine, and hauntingly familiar. The moment was only a few seconds long, but that was all it took. Within hours, hashtags like #DylanShenYue reunion and #AreTheyBackTogether dominated Weibo and trended globally on Twitter. TikTok edits flooded timelines, pairing the clip with nostalgic Meteor Garden music, and comment sections were filled with variations of, "This feels just like 2018 again. You can't fake that kind of chemistry," and "They were always meant to be together." The frenzy grew so intense that news outlets began reporting on it, calling it the reunion fans never saw coming. Why did this reunion hit so hard? Why did a simple laugh between two actors cause such an eruption? For one, the nostalgia factor cannot be overstated. For fans who lived through the Meteor Garden craze, seeing Dylan and Shen Yue together again is like reliving a golden era of C-dramas. It isn't just about the actors. It's about the memories tied to their performances. Then there's the unresolved question. Because Dylan and Shen Yue never officially addressed their relationship status, their dynamic has always been cloaked in mystery. That mystery fuels speculation. Every glance, every word, becomes evidence in the court of public opinion. And perhaps most importantly, it's the natural chemistry. Some co-stars have to work hard to generate chemistry. Dylan and Shen Yue? They exude it naturally, even years later. That's not something fans can ignore. While fans are quick to jump to the conclusion of romance, industry insiders suggest another possibility, a long-awaited reunion drama or film. Rumors have circulated that several production houses have been eager to cast Dylan and Shen Yue together again, aware of the goldmine potential. With the viral video surfacing just as networks are announcing their 2026 lineups, some believe this was a deliberate teaser, planting the seed of excitement. If that's true, it would be one of the most brilliant marketing strategies in recent memory. Interestingly, neither Dylan nor Shen Yue has publicly addressed the reunion. Dylan's studio simply posted a cryptic message on Weibo, "Some bonds never fade." Shen Yue's team, meanwhile, shared a photo of her smiling with the caption, "Happiness is simple." Are these carefully crafted PR lines? Or subtle hints dropped intentionally? Fans are divided, but both posts did little to calm the storm. If anything, they poured gasoline on the fire. As with any viral celebrity moment, theories abound. Many fans believe this is more than nostalgia, pointing out how natural Dylan looked around Shen Yue and how radiant she seemed in his presence. To them, it's romance, full stop. Another group insists the reunion is tied to an upcoming project, arguing that the industry thrives on hype and that such a perfectly timed moment couldn't be pure coincidence. A smaller, more skeptical group insists fans are reading too much into it, suggesting Dylan and Shen Yue may simply be old friends sharing a laugh, nothing more. Whether or not Dylan Wang and Shen Yue are back together romantically, their reunion signifies something powerful, the enduring impact of genuine on-screen chemistry. In an industry where pairings come and go, and manufactured CPs often fizzle out, theirs has stood the test of time. Even years later, one short clip can shake the entertainment world to its core. That's rare, and it speaks volumes about their connection, professional or otherwise. Fans are already dreaming big. Joint interviews, magazine covers, drama announcements, maybe even a Meteor Garden anniversary special. The possibilities are endless, and the demand is louder than ever. If networks and producers are smart, they'll seize this opportunity. Dylan and Shen Yue together again wouldn't just be nostalgia, it would be a cultural reset. So, are Dylan Wang and Shen Yue back together? The truth is, nobody knows for sure. But maybe that's the magic. The ambiguity keeps the inviting fans to dream, speculate, and hold onto the possibility of romance rekindled. What's undeniable is that their reunion, however brief, has reached a global obsession. It reminds us why we fell in love with them in the first place and why their story, whether real or fictional, is so timeless. For now, the world waits with bated breath. Because sometimes a single laugh, a single glance, can mean everything. And in the case of Dylan Wang and Shen Yue, it just might mean that their story isn't over yet. Just when fans thought the story had reached its peak, the Dylan Wang and Shen Yue reunion took another unexpected twist. What started as a short backstage clip has now grown into an unfolding narrative that refuses to die down, and with every passing day, the buzz only gets louder. Entertainment insiders, bloggers, and even international K-drama communities are treating this reunion as more than a passing moment. It feels like the beginning of something bigger, and no one wants to miss a single detail. The spark that Dylan and Shen Yue reignited in that brief encounter seems to be fueling not only fan discussions, but also industry speculation. Insiders claim that top streaming platforms have already approached both stars with scripts tailored for them as a pair. Imagine the impact of a fantasy romance or a modern love story featuring Dylan's brooding charisma and Shen Yue's signature warmth. Such a project would not just be another drama, it would be an event, a cultural moment capable of breaking records and uniting both local and international fanbases. A twist that had everyone gasping. Eagle-eyed fans spotted Dylan and Shen Yue in the same hotel lobby just minutes apart after the event. While there is no confirmation that they were there together, fans quickly pieced together clues from their outfits, private catch-ups, and perhaps even rekindling their bond. Some argued it was purely business, maybe a meeting with producers, while others insisted far more personal. Either way, the mystery deepens, and the internet can't seem to look away. What's fascinating is how differently both stars are handling the situation. Dylan has remained characteristically quiet, the kind of silence that leaves room for wild imagination. Shen Yue, on the other hand, has leaned into her playful side. Just days after the clip went viral, she posted a cryptic selfie with a caption, "Some things are better when they happen twice." The comment section erupted instantly. Was this a subtle nod to their reunion? Was she hinting at a second chance, either professionally or romantically? The ambiguity was delicious, and fans couldn't get enough. What makes this reunion so captivating isn't just what we see, it's what we feel. For years, audiences have been about Meteor Garden, longing for that feeling of first love, yet powerful chemistry that Dylan and Shen Yue is to relive a memory that seemed locked in the past. It's not just it's about reconnecting with an era that a generation of drama lovers and continues to dominate headlines. Industry experts suggest producers may fast-track a reunion drama sooner than anyone expects. Contracts in the Chinese entertainment industry are notorious, and when fans are this hungry, projects get greenlit. Imagine the announcement: Dylan Wang and Shen Yue reunite in a new romantic series. The internet would break instantly, and every episode would trend globally. In fact, some say this could rival the popularity of Dylan's Fairy and Devil, or Shen Yue's A Love So Beautiful, but together, the scale would be unimaginable. Of course, the other side of the speculation is more personal. Fans who've followed Dylan and Shen Yue for years believe this reunion may not be just professional. They point to the softness in Dylan's expression, the glow in Shen Yue's smile, the way their body language seemed unguarded. That wasn't acting. One fan, that was history meeting the present, and maybe the beginning of the future. In between, Dylan and Shen Yue clearly share a connection that time hasn't erased. As the days go by, the reunion has no signs of fading from public interest. Instead, it feels like the first chapter of the story. Fans are for the next candid photo, or if the stars align, next official announcement. The fascination lies that the love story that once captivated millions may not be over after all. And when it comes out, fans will continue to hold on to every whisper, every clue. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue reunion is more than celebrity gossip. It's a reminder of why we fall in love with stories, screen and off. It's the hope that romance can be rekindled, that chemistry doesn't fade, and that sometimes, just real life can mirror the dramas we adore. Whether they return to us as co-stars or as something more, one thing is certain: it isn't finished, and we'll all be watching closely to see by this journey and want to be the first to know every twist, every reveal, and every breaking update about Dylan Wang and the world of Asian dramas. Here on K-Drama Spark, we bring you the hottest stories, the most fascinating deep dives, and the updates that fans care about most. Don't miss out on the drama behind the dramas. Hit that subscribe button. Join the growing family of K-drama lovers and journey together. Who knows? The next chapter in Dylan and Shen Yue's story might drop tomorrow, and you'll want to be here when it does.